New Muslims from America and other lands by Imtiaz Ahmad Madni. Chapter 1.2, Kathy. A college graduate discovers Islam. I left the Maryland school system as a chairman of mathematics department and joined the Islamic School of Seattle as a principal. Kathy was a secretary there and was very active as a Muslim worker in the community. She accepted Islam in her own unique way. This is how she narrated her story. I was only in elementary school when I went to a public library with my mother. These libraries do not throw away, duplicate, or discarded books. They sell these books for petty coins. There was a sale of books in the library. I had a few coins in my pocket, so I bought one book with those few coins in my pocket. I stored it in my room. The usual life activities continued. I went from elementary to middle school. In due course of time, I went from middle to high school. Finally, I graduated from high school. I was lucky to join a college. I studied arts instead of science. My major was comparative religions. My professors offered very extensive coursework in this area. The comparative study of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam was a major theme. None of my teachers happened to be a Muslim. I passed all these courses with ease. In this way, I accumulated enough credits to graduate from college. As a fresh graduate, I started looking for a job. In this part of the world, in this part of the country, jobs are few. It is miracle for a female graduate of art to find a job. I got exhausted, bored, and sat idle at home most of the time. To minimize my boredom, I started looking at various items that I had in my room. I came across the book which I had purchased years ago from the library. It was covered with dust. I cleaned it and picked it up. It is human nature to value those items on which you have spent your pocket money. It was a precious piece of personal property for me. I started reading this book. It happened to be the meanings of Quran in English. It was fascinating. The more I read, the more curious I became about Islam. It was totally different from what my professors taught me in the university. Anyhow, the true Islamic values offered by the Quran satisfied my mind and conscience. I realized that if this is Islam, it is wonderful. I wanted to become a Muslim. I inquired about how I could become a Muslim. The process was extremely simple, so by grace of Allah, I embraced Islam. All praise to the Allah, I soon married a young man from Afghanistan. We both offered our services to the Islamic community and worked hand in hand with the local Muslim leaders. We never wish to change this way of life. May Allah accept our humble efforts. There is a lesson in this for born and traditional Muslims like me. If we read Quran with its translation and ponder over it sincerely, then Allah will shower on us His blessings. Since any good we do is due to the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just like Allah says to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, فَبِمَا رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. Indeed, due to the blessing of Allah, you are soft-hearted for the people. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم.